What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Love of the Game. Today, we're going to be doing a preview of the round of 16. It's with Paul, Sujay, and Anirudh is joining us today. So, guys, Monday night, it's Croatia, Spain, and France and Switzerland. France have been my team from the start. I've got the French jersey right behind me, and I'm calling for France to be winning this. What are you guys thinking heading into Monday night with these fixtures?
France versus Switzerland should be straightforward to predict. I'm sorry, um, because France, as you rightly say, are the team to beat in the tournament. Although I believe that their number is going to come up and they're going to lose either in the quarters or the semis, uh, because they're just one of those teams which are such overwhelming favorites that at some point of time that's going to get into their heads that they're going to lose. But that's not going to happen against Switzerland. Switzerland are a pretty good team. They're not an absolutely mediocre team or a very average team. They have some good players. Shaqiri has been finding form. They have really good players playing for some of the big teams, but they simply do not have the firepower to contend with France. Every position. There was something that I was reading before the tournament, and every position from the goalkeeper to the wing backs to the defenders to midfielders to forwards, they could form three teams, all of which could make it to the quarterfinals of this tournament. That's the depth that France have. That's the talent that France have. There's not a single weakness that you can pick, and they're just going to be too good for Switzerland. Maybe later, if they come up against a better team, we might have a rethink about it, but not against Switzerland.
France are the Man City of world football right now. They have talent and talent overflowing, and they're not going to be get supposedly fined by FFP for the talent that they have. That's never going to happen. So, Jay, anything? You've been anti-France.
You just
We
have
have the
to
videos,
put
man. We
ending
have the
with
videos.
everything
You've been
that I
anti-France, man. Don't say anything otherwise. We have the links, guys. The link is in this video where he said France will not win. It will be his Germany who's going to be winning the thing.
Who did I actually say who will actually go to the final?
You said
Who did I
Germany,
say
France.
before the matches started.
Germany,
Yeah, exactly.
France, you said,
So I
and
became
don't go
anti-France.
anywhere else.
Okay, so I should actually stick on to your point. Then you said England are the people. England are the favorites. England are my favorites. And England,
I said England are the people's favorite in UK, not right now, man. It's always been France from the
You
start.
can't actually. I mean, you can't switch your teams, and you can't say just because. Okay, right now I have a jersey behind me right now.
Go have a look at
You
the
have
video.
been anti-France.
Jay, if you have a doubt, there's a link in the description right now. Just click that link.
Yes,
You
I
will
said
see
they will go
both
to the
of us were
finals.
wearing our
Exactly.
jerseys at the first. Now, instead of wasting time, can you just tell us what do you think about this game, man?
Okay, exactly. I think Ani covered all the points that I wanted to make, and he even made some extra arguments. I mean, he gave the reasons why France might. This tie. I think France is going to win Switzerland unless it is an upset of some sort or anything. Yeah, it's like they said. Zlatan Shaqiri, he is one of the person. If at all he finds form, he can be a very very devastating player for any opposition on his day. He tends to have those kind of performances regularly for Switzerland, especially. So yeah, but I think France on paper and I think as a unit also they have been performing better and having won the toughest group in this entire competition. I think they are well tuned right now to progress from this stage. So I don't see an upset as of now, but yeah, I would say France to win this game 3-0 or something.
Okay, so all of us have France for this, but what about the other game on the Monday night, which is quite interesting, the Croatia versus Spain. And that's I think is like a mouth-watering clash compared to what we're going to be talking about next. But this is another clash that you want to look out for because it's Spain aren't the Spain that they used to be, and Croatia have been piling on the results of late, and they look like an informed team also, like coming out of the group that they did. This is going to be an interesting one. What do you think, Ani and Sujay?
Spain versus Croatia is an interesting game because of where the teams find themselves at the moment. Croatia are World Cup runners up. Spain had their golden period at the beginning of this decade.
Yeah.
So both teams have had recent success. On paper or in theory, Spain should be winning this. But you never know on the day. Spain have not been performing that really well in this tournament so far. They had their best game against Slovakia,
Yeah.
which haven't really been performing well at all in this tournament. Croatia again were in a group which had Scotland. Luka Modric scored a beautiful goal against them right in the top corner. But then, so much passes through him. He's 35. He's been a Ballon d'Or winner. He's got the pedigree. He's got everything in his locker. But there's so much that goes through him. Spain, on the other hand, they are going to rely on the experience of a player like Sergio Busquets. They have they have Laporte in defense now. They have Morata as the forward, who there was a meme floating around recently where he's kissing his partner in front of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and he's kissing her on the nose, and the meme said he even missed her lips. So that's the form he's in right now. So you never know in this game. It's gonna be tight. Whoever can find that little spark of form is going to win that game. Spain have the ability to go far in this tournament. And the other interesting thing is that the winner of the Spain versus Croatia game will meet the winner of the France versus Switzerland game in the quarters. So if anybody has to challenge France, it could be a Spain team that's gaining momentum at the right time. And no better game than this to come into that form.
Exactly. So I think this is a game when Luis Enrique, he should really trust Gerard Moreno to be the number 9 and give some breather for Morata right now. Morata, yeah, for all his expertise with his experience playing for the bigger teams like Real Madrid, Chelsea, and especially Juventus under Allegri, the thing is, he's not in a good form right now. So this is a moment wherein he has to make that substitution and he has to get in Gerard Moreno into the team. If at all Gerard Moreno plays as number 9, Spain has the team to, like Ani said properly, this next team, the competitor for France, I think this is a time, this is a moment. But coming back once again, Croatia, excepting for the final game, they did not, they haven't been performing that well in this tournament. I think Spain will go through this, provided once again, Luis Enrique gets his tactics right. And I think Thiago should start the next game. They should start with, they should get Rodri, they should have Koke. And if this 3-man midfield is present with Moreno up front, have like Ferran Torres on the wing with either of the other talents, they have a lot of talents coming from now, like inverted forwards and all. So yeah, Enrique has to get the balance and the team right, tactics also. I think they can, they have a good chance of reaching the semifinals at least. So I would actually say Spain have an edge over Croatia, provided Luis Enrique doesn't have any surprises like his other competitor Pep Guardiola in the Champions League final.
No, you can't compare Spanish.
I'm like, no, I have only one word for Luis Enrique right now. Stop overthinking.
Don't go there right now.
No, I'm just telling you.
Whatever you guys have said.
The thing is that this is what the Spanish do. No, this is what the Spanish do, Paul. This is what the Spanish do. They overcomplicate. They overthink. They over-beautify this.
But if you look at Luis Enrique's history, managerial history,
yeah,
he hasn't gone and overcomplicated most things. So let's leave it at that.
So in the year that he won the with all the treble, with everything, I think for the first 10-15 games, he had some 15 different combinations in the defense. That is what he has done. It was Messi who won him. That is what I'm telling Enrique once again. Don't overcomplicate. Don't overthink.
But if you go back to that time,
players, let them do the job.
Correct, Sujay. 1 second. Just hold up. You made a point about Luis Enrique when he won the 6 trophies that year. When all that was happening, he was trying to get the balance of the team right. Right now, Spain, all they need is to put the right ingredients on the plate and they're going to have an amazing paella over there. All depends on what he does with his midfield, because his defense is set. His attackers, they need that production from midfield, because it's just that midfield. It's are you going to play a younger person like a Rodri or someone like that who can break up a game, which Busquets was doing over the years? Because you need some sort of like people who can run, right? You need guys who have that motor in them. That's the only thing missing. And hopefully Enrique gets that right, because with with having Thiago, with Koke, with Busquets and Rodri and the others in that midfield is so packed and so amazing that you can do without having a Morata up top. You don't even need him. You can go with the Moreno. He's been doing really well. And Ferran Torres is also doing really well. So you can just go two up top, pack the midfield a little more, because if that's where they're lacking. And that's where, if you see with Czech Republic, with Croatia, where they've done better is with having Perisic and with Modric. They've been able to control the game in the middle of the park. Yes, they haven't had the results that they should be having, but the team isn't getting any anger. That they are kind of an older team, and that's what's going to be happening. But yeah, all three of us have unanimously said this is going to be France and Spain qualifying from this two games on Monday night.